there is a Ferris wheel problem that is kind of a stretch. So I'm going to work an example, this Ferris wheel problem for you. Be similar to one you might see in homework or somewhere else that you might see it. It says the seats of a Ferris wheel are 30 feet from the wheel's center. So here's the center, and the seats are here, so it has a radius of 30 feet. When you get on the ride, your seat is 7 feet above the ground. So here's the ground. This is 7. Distance is 7 feet. How far above the ground are you after rotating through an angle of 17 pi over 4 radians? So you're going to get on right here. You're going to be 7 feet above the ground when you get on. Now, 17 pi over 4 radians, I like to think of that as, 4 goes in there 4 times, and 1/4 left over, 4 pi and a quarter. And then I like to think about it this way. That's 2 pi, that's 4 pi, and it went another quarter pi. So it went another 45 degrees. But you're starting from here, okay? So you're going to go around once, that's 2 pi. You're going to go around another time, that's 4 pi. You're going to go another 45 degrees, okay? Now here's what we need to do. We need to know, we know that's 30. We need to know that distance there. Where are you from the ground? We know that this is 30. We want to know this distance. So we're going to drop a perpendicular here, fill out this little triangle, and we're setting at 45. That's your hypotenuse, so we want the opposite. So, no, this is the side we want is the adjacent. So the cosine of 45 is equal to the adjacent divided by 30. So I'm going to take my calculator. I'm going to make sure I'm in degree mode. I know I switched this right from radians to degrees, but guys, that's just how my brain works on this problem. If you want to use pi over 4 for this, that'll be perfectly fine. But my mode is in degree mode. So this is going to end up being 30 times the cosine of 45. So 30 times the cosine of 45 gives me 21.21320. That's probably enough because it says round to the nearest foot. Now that's that distance from here to here. The question says, how far are you above the ground? Okay. Well, what you need to know is the little question mark distance inside of here. Let me draw this a little bit bigger. This was 30. This kept going to the edge of the circle. But when we made our right triangle, we found this to be the 21.21 blah, blah, blah. So we need to know this little distance. Well, we need to do 30 minus 21.21 gives me 8.79. And then add that to that 7. So 8.79 plus the 7. It's going to give me 15.79. And nearest foot's going to be 16. So 16 feet above the ground. Let me see if there's another question I wanted to work for y'all here. I think that takes care of the Ferris